M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Mike 51. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On second down, Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down now, it's Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Too easy. Watch the whip.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. On second down, it's Edwards. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Lock back, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsay, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Block now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson on the move to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Oh, a free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds yards, but able to get it up past the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now, flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Jackson dancing to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the bat. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 28 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get over the different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Ingram again, a first down carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down, it's Ingram, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right. Tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Clock now on first down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Locke to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On third down, Locke eluded under pressure again, and down he goes again. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 1st down, Locke escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Locke going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. On 1st down, Ingram looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
We got 3.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Being chased out left. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ingram again. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possession.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay. 77 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Ingram. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. To throw is Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. The 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Give them 14 yards there on a Denver first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. On first down, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Lock throwing on target to Fant. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Throwing now is Lock. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lock now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by
Check mark 45. Check mark 45.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2 yards, good enough for a first. First throw of overtime for Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 6-6. Pull it. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Ready? 50 right. 51. Are you getting the headache? Are you getting the headache?
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Buying time to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
First down 10 at the 45-yard line.
I don't think you got it, sir.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He was brought down by Von Miller. A gain of 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2.
On 3rd down, Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down. It's Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down. Ingram, and this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
Let's go. Let's do